Hey guys, it's me Krista and I'm back with another K-pop video. Today I'm going to be doing the first song I heard from a certain group versus my favorite song from that group, and please feel free to play along in the comments. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first group we're going to talk about today is BTS. BTS is like honestly like the love of my life. It's my ultimate group. Like no one comes before them because like no other group like gets me like them. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like every one of their songs is so meaningful, and I just like I don't know, every time I hear them I get like this weird sense of like nostalgia, and I think that is like the best feeling you could get when you listen to music. And like every BTS song gives me that, so honestly they're like the best. And plus they're also like the first group that I ever listened to and that got me into the whole K-pop thing. So one day I was just in my room like listening to music, like, and I don't know, just out of nowhere like BTS Nevermind came up like in my like the autoplay, and so I just let it play because there was some like cute guy on the cover, and so I was like, damn, who's this, you know? And then so it was like Sugar rapping, you know? And so the whole time I thought BTS was just Sugar, you know? So like I was like, oh, I like BTS. And then that's when I like said, let me look up more songs from him, and I realized that it was a group, and like I fell even like deeper into the wormhole that is like K-pop. So that's the first song I ever heard. And then my favorite song is Fake Love. Like I know that's like cliche, like I don't know, but honestly like that is like BTS best work. Like this is the only song that there's like nothing wrong with it. Like I love like every second of this song, you know? So I don't know, it's just number one in my heart, like forever and always. I love this song. Okay, so the second group we're going to talk about is Blackpink. And when I first got into K-pop, I was like a strict like BTS only kind of fan, you know? And I was like, I'm not going to listen to any other like groups. Like this is all I need, you know? And then like one day I saw like do 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 do, you know? So like I had to click on it, and I was like in my head I was like, it's a girl group, so I'm not like cheating on BTS, you know? And then so like I just like clicked it and I watched it, and like I was like, oh my gosh, like I love this. Like is all the girl groups like this? Like I need to get like more into K-pop and start listening to more groups and stuff, you know? So I think D4 is just like an iconic song. It's like one of their best because it's like so easily liked and so well known, and it's like what really like put them out there, I think. But just in my personal opinion, I think that like Playing with Fire is like the icing on the cake. Like there was like a few parts of like D4 that I did not like. I do listen to it more often, but that's just because like my family likes it, so like that's why. But if I was like by myself, I would listen to Playing with Fire. It's just like a beautiful song, and I can't wait until they come out with something else like it, if they ever come back at all. So the third group I'm going to be talking about today is Luna, and it's actually going to be broken up into like 3 like little sections because I'm extra. But like I'm going to be telling you my first versus my fave of all their old 12 songs, their subunits, and their solos. The first song I ever heard from Luna was Butterfly, and the music video was just gorgeous, and like there were so many beautiful girls, like their voices were just so beautiful, and like I don't know, everything about that song was just like amazing. Like I had to like know more, and so I just listened and listened and listened. There's like a certain point in my life where I only listened to like Luna songs for like a straight month, and that was like all I was interested in. And I mean, it was like one of the best months of my life. I cannot lie. I don't know, their music just has its own feel and its own category, and I love it so much, honestly, okay? So, my favorite song by like Luna 012 is Favorite. Like, I don't know, I think that song is just like so iconic. The dance, like the music video, like I don't know, everything about it, I'm in love with it.
수 없는 비밀에 가려진 시간 1분의 1초도 모르게
Sonatine was the first song I heard by Luna's subunits, and that was when I was literally like going down every song that they ever produced, like because I'm extra like that whenever I get into a group. So when I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is pretty chill. I liked it. Like, Hijit is my bias, and she has like such a big part in that song, so I like it even more. I don't know, okay, but like I don't know, that song's like so beautiful. Luna 1/3 is not like my favorite subunit to listen to. Like, I don't listen to them that often. Whenever I do, like obviously it's magical or whatever, but I just don't listen to them like for fun. I listen to it like whenever I'm like in the mood for it, you know? My favorite song from Luna's subunits is Lunatic by Luna Odd Eye Circle, which is also my favorite subunit. Coincidence or what? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so when I first heard it, I really didn't like the song that much. I thought it was kind of like loud and like in your ears and stuff, you know? And I don't know. But then like I heard it again, like when I was like taking a shower and I was listening to like YouTube, like the autoplay. I swear, like autoplay has given me so much, like so many great recommendations, okay? So anyways, like it came on autoplay again, and I was like listening to it, and I was like, hey, this song is kind of good, you know? And I got out and I like checked what song it was, and I saw that it was like Lunatic, and I was like, hey, I didn't like this song like when I first heard it, you know? But when I just heard it, I swear it just like hit differently, you know? And I was like, I'm really in love with this song, so that's why it's my number one. So the first like Luna solo song I heard was Love Cherry Motion, and I'm telling you guys, that is like one of like their best songs. Like it was just, I don't know, fucking great, okay? Like it really was. So that gave me like a good start to like the rest of the Luna songs, and that's why I listened to every one of them, just because I was like, that one's so great, like there has to be more, you know? So basically, like I kept listening to them all, and the number one song that I like the most is just Egotist. I think it is just so beautiful. I think the music video is just like so beautiful. The dance is so beautiful. Like everything about the song is like so beautiful, guys. Like I love it. And like I swear, like I want to go on and on and on about like Luna solos, because I think that's where some of their best music comes from. But like I already have another video, so go check that out. I don't want to like go on and on about it when there's already another video of me going on and on about it, okay? So CLC is another group that I found by chance, just like every other group basically on this list. And the first time I ever like heard them was whenever the song No like came out or whatever. And I'm telling you, like it was so like captivating, like just watching that. Like I was like in love with the music video, in love with the song, the meaning, you know? Like I was like, dang, like I really like this song, you know? My favorite song by CLC is Hobgoblin. Like, I don't know, it is so catchy. Like, I will listen to it and it will be stuck in my head for like 3 days. Like, no joke, you know? Like, the like, I don't know. It's just like so catchy. Like, I'm always like saying that in my head, you know? So basically, basically, like, Stray Kids has like a special part in my heart. It has its own little section with like its own little kitchen and like dining area. Like, I swear, like, I love Stray Kids so much, okay? Like, right after BTS, they're like my like favorite boy group, okay? Like, I'm spoiling, but like they really are. I just like have such a love for like them as people, like their message, their music, like everything. I just love everything about Stray Kids. I like really truly do. So it was so hard trying to find like a favorite song because I'm in love with all of them. But like, I swear mixtape 4 is just like, oh my gosh, like on a different level. When I just like read the lyrics and I was just like, oh, this is me. Like, I don't know, it just like it spoke to me. There's no other way to say it other than that. The song just spoke to me and I was like, I love this song and I love Stray Kids, guys. All right.
To me, babe, it's magical. Sweet lullaby. 우리 맹세 해볼까? Let's try it. 마음에 계약을 해. Let's sign it. Get the ink, get the pen. 나는 망설임이 없어.
GOT7 is another group that has like a special part in my heart. I'm telling you, like, I was like so deeply into them for like the longest time. I've been like into K-pop since like March of like last year. And I'm telling you, like, I heard GOT7 like a month and a half after I got into like K-pop because I like bumped BTS for like a month. I've been into them like ever since I first heard of them and they just like have grown on me so much. I put so much time like into the group and I love like all their music. I love their message too. Like, I love how genuine they are like as people and showing themselves on like, I don't know, like GOT7 is another thing that I would just always have like a special bond with, you know? And it's actually kind of surprising how much I ended up liking GOT7 because like the first song I ever heard was like Lullaby and I didn't like it that much in the beginning. So I went to another one and it was like just right. And to be honest, I fucking hate that song. I really do. Like, I can't stand it. Like, whenever I hear it like turn on, I like run to the phone to like turn it off, but I won't delete the song. I don't know why, you know, but I can't stand that song. I don't know. So like literally like that being the second song I heard from them, it like made me not want to stand them. But then I did it and I went and I like saw that third video and you know what that video was? It was Never Ever. And that is still my favorite GOT7 song to this day. I'm telling you, like, that song is just like chef kiss. Like, I can't, like, I love every like second of that song and I know like every lyric to it. Like, I don't know, there's just like so beautiful. There's like a list I'm gonna make pretty soon of like my top 10 like all-time favorite songs and this song is gonna be on it. So I actually heard NCT Dream before 127 and to be honest I didn't even know that they were like a part of the same group. So on Spectrum there's this like K-pop channel basically and you could watch different music videos on there and there was like We Go Up on there, you know? And so I clicked it and I just like fell in love with the song. I fell in love with like the energy, like the vibe, just everything. And so I was like, hey, I really like this. And so I did like more digging and then I found like Chewing Gum and I was like, oh no, 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 no. So like I kind of like stopped listening to them because I was like, oh, they're just like a young group. Like they do like mostly like cute concepts or whatever, you know? And then I found Go. But this is like months later, like after I got into 127 and like I like started listening like more, you know? But like I found Go and that song like made me stand like NCT Dream because that song is just like perfect. Like I know I keep saying that, but it really is, you know, it's just great and I just love it so much, okay? And it's also my favorite music video, to be honest. Just everything about it, the colors, the lighting, just like the shots that they have and just the way they make it look like I don't know, just like Teen Rebellion. It makes me want to be bad. So yeah, so after I saw NCT Dream, I saw NCT 127, and I didn't know anything like about them really. I also like encountered them on that K-pop channel, and like it would give you a description, and it was all like K-pop supergroup sheds their mask for this one performance or something, you know? And then so like in the beginning like of Simon Says, you know how they take off their mask? I thought that that was like their mask that they've been wearing like their whole career or something. I thought that was their whole concept, you know? And I realized it was just for the song. But like I really liked it, and so I just like kept looking for more and more, and I heard Cherry Bomb, and I mean come on, that song is iconic. And to be honest, my favorite song is Limitless. I know a lot of people didn't really like it because of like the music video and like the styling of the group in the music video, but honestly I had no problem with it. Like I thought like Win Win was so cute like in his dreads or whatever, but that's just me. Like I don't know. So 17 is like another group that I fell in love with as soon as I saw them. Like they're just amazing. Like I remember when I first heard Getting Closer, like I was like so like in awe of just like my TV screen. I just couldn't believe what I was watching. Like there was just like so many like boys, all cute, just all over the screen at different times and just flashing before each and every one of them, and they're all singing and they're rapping and they're dancing and they're just cute, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what is going on, you know? Like I had to know more. And so that's when I got into 17, and I just started listening to them like hardcore too, because what else do you do when you get into a new group? You listen to every one of their songs. Months after I got into 17, they came out with Happy Ending, and I swear that is like the best song ever. Like I know it's like one of like it's like a Japanese comeback or whatever, but guys, like you guys gotta stop hating on the Japanese comebacks, okay? Like stop hating, like they're so good. So I also decided to include 17 subunits, and to be honest, my favorite one is the performance team. They have like most of the songs that I like besides like Flower, but then Flower isn't even really like a certain team song, you know? But like the performance team is definitely my favorite subunit, and just everything about them is like so cool, okay? And Highlight was a fucking banger. Like even my mom liked it, and she was all like, oh my gosh, he dances like Michael Jackson. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I never like I felt like proud, or like I don't know, like I had gotten a compliment, you know? But I was like, yeah, that's my boy right there. I was like, oh my gosh, you know? But she was talking about the 8, and I was like, so like, oh my gosh, like she likes it, you know? And that's how you know it's good, if like your mom likes the song, you know?
I can be your hero, I can be your man. I can be your hero, I can be your man. I can 아름다워 너를 볼 수가 없어. Oh no.
So Monster X is like one of my top groups, honestly. Like my top 5 for sure. I think it's like my 4th one. And they're just like so cool. All their music goes hard. Like I swear, like the number one thing I love about like Monster X songs is how like they're built around like Juhan and IM's rap, if you know what I mean. Like I don't know, that's like the main attraction in there, and that's like the number one thing I love.
Open your eyes, 조용히 open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. 이제는 open your eyes. 너를 끌어봐. 내가 너를 지kin player. 내가 너를 끌어봐.
So surprise, I included NCTU also, and I was gonna put it next to them, but to be honest, I'm so extra. I put like this whole video in order of when I started listening to the group. So I started listening to NCTU like later on, when I really got serious about like NCT, and I had to learn like all of the members' names, like all 21 of them, I swear, and I had to learn all their names. I had to hear every single song, and that's when I found out about NCTU, and I swear like it was the rest was just history after that, okay? It was over for me. Like the Seventh Sense is like a banger. Like I swear that song is like too good for its own good. And then so is Boss. Like Boss goes so hard. It like my favorite hype song, honestly. And like Jaehyun, like oh my goodness. I can't go on. So Red Velvet is a group that took me a while to get into just because their concept is so like wacky and like out of there. Like I swear, like to be honest, I really don't like any of their like title tracks. I like 5, 6, 7 of them maybe at most. I just really don't like their like title tracks. So I think the best thing about Red Velvet is their B-sides. I think that's where they really shine and like show their true talent, because I think one of the big things about them is they have to be so different, so quirky. Like for their main title track, like it has to be like a whole completely different concept that no one's ever like really seen before. So I think that's like what kind of drags them down in my opinion, because they have to be like different in like a weird, wacky, crazy, cool kind of way. So it makes them have like really like off the wall like title track. But then when you get into their B-sides, you see like a different side of them kind of. And I think it's just like amazing, okay? So Twice, and I hate to admit it, is a group that I really tried hard not to get into, simply because I didn't like their like cutesy concept like at all. So when I first started trying to get into Twice, the first songs I heard were like Yes or Yes, like Cheer Up, and like this other one that I didn't really like that much, and I was like, this is like too much. And I'm coming from like a background in like hardcore like gangster rap and then like screamo. My music taste was so different before I got into K-pop that I really did not like Twice's concept, and I just like did not listen to any of their music whenever it did came out. But then the album that really changed that for me was like Feel Special. Like before Feel Special, I had listened to like Fancy and I like liked it or whatever. But I didn't make the like full on like transition into being like a stan. I just like liked the song Fancy and that was it. But then when Feel Special came out, like that song was like so beautiful. And every song on that album, I remember I listened to it like the morning it came out, and I just like didn't even get out of bed yet. I was just listening to it in bed, and it was like the most like amazingest thing ever, honestly. So that's when I decided to get into Twice, and I started listening to all of their songs, and that's when I found TT, and it's been my favorite song ever since the first time I heard it. So Dreamcatcher is like my ultimate girl group, simply because I connected to them in a way that I never connected with any other girl group before them. Like I was really into Luna for like a long time, but I was never able to like fully connect to them and like relate to them in the way that I can like Dreamcatcher. Like I always see Luna, and I like always saw them and I still see them as like K-pop idols, but like Dreamcatcher, I'm able to see them as people. I don't know, I just like was able to build like a different connection with them than I have with like any other girl group or like boy group besides like BTS and like Monsta X and Stray Kids and like GOT7. This was like the first girl group that I like built that connection with, and like I'm telling you, like, I fell into like their group like so hard. Like, I'm just like in love with every song, every performance, their energy, their dancing, their vlogs. Like, this is the first group I started watching like their vlogs, you know, not just like the funny videos or whatever. Like, I was watching like their content, their special videos, like streaming them, you know? Like, that's like a completely different like relationship than I had with like any other like group in the past. But just like, I don't know, there's just something so different about like Dreamcatcher, and I really like the fact that like they're from like a smaller company, and I think they're finally starting to get some of the recognition that they deserve. And I think it'll take like one or two more comebacks till they could reach the point that I know that they could be at. But it's just gonna take a little bit more time for the world to see like how great they are. And I swear, like, stand them, you won't regret them. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this long ass video of me like talking about nothing important. And if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, dislike it.